So there are some people out there who say that the Earth is flat, or that the Apollo moon landings didn't happen. They say it's a government conspiracy. You know, Bush did 9/11, things like that. But I don't buy that. The moon landings were faked? Psh, you seriously think the moon is real? I debunk. Okay, but seriously, people actually believe things like that. Why do they do this? What makes them think that lizard people are controlling their lives and the lives of the general public? And why so many people? What's the secret? What is the key to conspiracy theories? Modern flat earth theory began, for the most part, with the Bedford level experiment first carried out by Samuel Robotham in 1838. He observed a boat with a 5-foot mast move away from him for 6 miles, the mast visible the whole time. His calculations show that if the water really curved the way it should according to the commonly accepted circumference of the globe, the mast should have been 11 feet below his line of sight at the end. This initial observation gave the spark that would later result in the modern flat earth society. However, we have known for literally thousands of years that the earth is round. It was proven by the ancient Greeks. So why did people start to believe that the earth is flat again? It all comes down to observations. When you look out on the horizon, there is no curve. You cannot feel the earth moving beneath your feet, so it must not be spinning. People made these observations and came to the conclusion that a round earth was not possible. Except, no, it is. There are perfectly logical reasons for these phenomena. But the reason people started believing in flat earth theory is that it provided a cause for their observations. That is one huge part of the reason why people believe in conspiracy theories. They see facts and want an explanation. We make connections between the facts to come to a conclusion. We look for patterns. We saw them in the night sky and connected the stars to make constellations. Our brains are really good at putting pieces together because that's how we learn how the world works. But oftentimes we overlook other pieces of evidence. The original Bedford level experiment conclusion is disproven by taking atmospheric refraction into account. In addition to that, we can find false positive connections too, in that we find connections when there aren't any at all. Here's an example of finding false connections. Ever wonder why the YouTube comment section is so bad? YouTube was co-founded by Jawed Karim. He uploaded the first YouTube video ever on April 23, 2005. That's 4/23/05. YouTube. U2. U2 is an Irish rock band formed in 1976. That's 29 years away from 2005. 29. Emma Stone is 29 years old. Emma Stone won an Oscar for La La Land. Oscar has 5 letters. 5. 2005. Jawed. Jaw. Jaws. Jaws was released in 1975. 5 plus 1 is 6. 29 minus 6 is 23. The 23rd. Jaws also has 4 letters. 4 is the 4th number. 4/23/05. The date the first ever YouTube video was published. This means that U2, Emma Stone, YouTube, and the movie Jaws are connected and working together to make the YouTube comment section as toxic as possible. Except no, they're obviously not. I made this up out of thin air. But it shows how we can find fake connections too. Overlooking some evidence and false positives both contribute to conspiracy theories. But the overarching concept is that people have made observations and want an explanation. Conspiracy theories provide that explanation. So that's how conspiracy theories start. But why do people cling to their theories like it's life or death? Why do these theories get such huge followings and songs written about them? Well, 2 reasons: superiority and control. On September 11, 2001, 2 planes hijacked by terrorists flew into the World Trade Center. This event left an impact on the world and was terrifying for many people. Who would do this? People want to know. Why would they do this? Some people thought they had an answer. It was the government, some cried. It was the Jews, cried others. People were scared. They didn't know what was going to happen to them and their families or to their country. They wanted an answer. They wanted to be able to stop this from happening again. So some subscribed to the theories. They believed in them because it gave them an answer, something they could act on. It gave them back the control over their lives that the attacks had taken away. Now they can fight the people who caused this. The world is a scary place. When our lives are attacked, we like to believe that some big force is behind it because that's easier to explain. That's why a powerful organization is usually behind the conspiracy. They can pull all the strings. It's a free pass to explain away anything. Whatever it is, some all-powerful people are behind it, and they have a plan for a new world order. It gives us a reason something happened. It gives us something to fight. That's another reason people believe in conspiracy theories. It makes them feel safe again, because they can fight, now that they know how the world works. It gives them a feeling of control over their lives. There is still one last reason conspiracy theories are appealing. If you've ever watched a debating flat earthers video or something similar, you'll know that these people are resistant to debate. If you don't believe, you are part of the brainwashed herd. You don't know the truth. Those are all symptoms of the final main reason people believe in conspiracy theories: superiority. Conspiracy theorists feel superior because they are privy to the secret knowledge that other people don't know. Also, believing in a conspiracy lets you divide the world into those who know the truth, the mindless sheep who don't, and the oppressive power. When you believe in a conspiracy theory, you believe that someone is lying to everyone, and you get to pull the curtain away to reveal their scheme. You get to be the good guy. That's a key reason people continue to believe in conspiracy theories. So, people want to know how the world works. Sometimes a scary event like 9/11 has happened, and we want to know why so we can stop it in the future. Other times we make observations about the world and want an explanation. But we want to understand how the world works. So we connect things, and sometimes we find connections that really aren't there. Once we have found an explanation, it's liberating. We feel safe again. Anyone who doesn't believe the explanation is inferior. And we stay because we get to be the good guys who are going to save the world. That's what makes conspiracy theories so appealing. That's why people believe in them.